Alright, guys, welcome to Flavo Rihanna's MMA show. I'm your host, Flavo Rihanna, brought to you by Four Corner Sports. Alright, guys, so it's a little bit of beef going on. So I know I made a video a couple weeks ago, Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. That fight is off because Max Holloway has an undisclosed injury. They're planning on making that fight at some point down the line, hopefully in August or something like that. But the UFC, right? UFC's featherweight prospect Giga Chikadze is making some noise, all right? Making some noise because he wants to fight Yair Rodriguez. Now, after listening to a lot of these pundits, all right, talking about how Yair hasn't fought, obviously the last time he hasn't fought was what's it called? I believe I forgot the exact month, but I know it was the actual event. Excuse me. Last time he fought was against Jeremy Stephens at a UFC Fight Night in Boston at TD Garden. And, that was a good performance by Yair Rodriguez. And after that, we haven't heard from him since. I mean, we heard about the USADA suspension because he didn't update his whereabouts. So he had a 6-month suspension. At one point in October, he was supposed to fight, what's it called? It's a beat, but that didn't happen. So, he was supposed to fight Max Holloway July 17th, and Max Holloway has to pull out because of an injury. All right, so okay, fair enough, right? Giga Chikadze, who had a great 2020, I believe he went 4-0 in 2020. He ended up fighting Cub Swanson just recently. Kicked him in the liver, ended up making Cub Swanson fall down, and then he ended up capitalizing on the ground and pound, and it led him to victory, right? Now Giga Chikadze's inside is in the top 10, and he had went on an interview saying that a lot of fighters in the top 10 are ducking him, right? I don't know if that's true or not. All right, I know he's on fire. This guy has great kickboxing. He's a great, exciting young talent to have in the featherweight division, and he's calling Yair Rodriguez, right? So in my head, I'm like, all right, calling out Yair. He hasn't fought in quite some time. I don't understand why he's ranked so high. I don't even think he was ranked that high after he fought Jeremy Stephens. I mean, I think he was, somewhere around like 7 or 8. Right now, if I look at the standings right now on the UFC.com, Yair is ranked number 3, right? So he's above the Korean Zombie, above Calvin Kattar, above Josh Emmett, Arnold Allen, Dan Ige, and stuff like that, right? So I kind of understand why they have him ranked number 3. But then I don't understand because this guy has not been very active whatsoever. So he was in a fight Max Holloway. I understand that matchup. You have the number 1 ranked featherweight versus the number 3. Obviously, Brian Ortega is going to be fighting Alexander Volkanovski at some point later this year. All right, currently the Ultimate Fighter is going on. So give or take, we might see that matchup between Volkanovski and Ortega somewhere around like the September, October, November range, right? I have a feeling it's most likely going to be November, right? I don't have any sources. That's just my personal opinion, okay? With Yair, I understand why he doesn't want to take that fight. I mean, he's a 3rd-ranked fighter. He wants to fight somebody near him if he has to fight backwards. I understand why Giga wants to get that because he wants to be in title contention as quick as possible. I mean, I don't blame him. I mean, the UFC, what's it called, MMA itself. I mean, I understand when Dana White says that this is not a career, this is an opportunity, and I certainly do feel like it's an opportunity because you cannot fight forever, right? Eventually, your body is gonna crumble down, what's it called, and not be able to take a lot of these punches. So I understand why Giga's trying to shoot up as quickly as possible and try to fight for the title. Do I feel like he deserves it? No, I do not, because of the fact that he fought somebody like Cub Swanson. No disrespect to Cub Swanson, legend of the sport, but let's not be mistaken. I mean, Cub Swanson is not at this very moment a top 5 caliber of a featherweight. I think he needs to go within the ranks and fight himself somebody like a Korean Zombie, a Dan Ige, which is somebody that I wouldn't mind seeing. What's it called? Giga Chikadze fight somebody next. Fight somebody like Edson Barboza or even a Josh Emmett. All right. But he wants to shoot up and fight Yair Rodriguez. I don't think Yair would try to entertain him one bit whatsoever. I know that on TMZ Sports, Giga Chikadze had an interview and was calling him out, name calling him, telling him that I know you won't take the fight, but if you say you're a man and this type of the third, I don't think Yair is going to try to listen to all that type of stuff. And if I'm Yair Rodriguez, I don't try to take that fight either, because it's a huge risk and low reward, right? Huge risk in the fact that, hey, you're fighting so far back, all right, 7 slots back, that if you lose, all right, there goes your chances of a title fight, right? And you're going to be falling, out of the top 5. You're most likely going to be ranked 6 or 7. And you're going to have to get yourself 2 more wins to try to get yourself back into where you were originally at. All right, for Giga Chikadze is high, high reward, low risk, because of the fact that, hey, you lose to Yair Rodriguez, you're pretty much back in the same situation that you were at. You beat Yair Rodriguez, bam, you're inside the top 5. You're probably the 4th ranked fighter in the featherweight division, and then you just need about 1 more win, and then you'll be fighting for a UFC featherweight title. So, do I see this happening for July 17th? No. In my all opinion, if I'm not mistaken, I think Miesha Tate is fighting on that card. And I have a feeling that if nothing happens with Yair Rodriguez or Giga Chikadze, I have a strong feeling that Miesha Tate is going to headline that card. I mean, that card as of right now, I'm going to try to see who's the fighters on that card. Give me 1 second. I know Gane versus Volkov is this Saturday. Yeah, as of right now, no. Actually, no. Islam Makhachev versus Thiago Moises. I wouldn't be surprised if the UFC tries to push Islam Makhachev to be on that card, as the headliner. But yeah, that card has Jeremy Stevens versus Matus Garmarat. It's a tough matchup. Khalid Taha versus Sergey Mazarov. But yeah, guys, I mean, I just don't see Yair Rodriguez taking this fight. I mean, it's very ill-advised for him to take this fight. Plus, you would want to see Giga Chikadze just get closer. Don't get me wrong, as a fight fan, I would want to see it, because I think it's going to be 2 high-level mixed martial artists trying to go at it with one another. I mean, Yair Rodriguez has, his leg kicks and stuff like that. He has a crazy way of, taking fights in. And Giga Chikadze is a madman. He's a wild man. You saw what he did to Cub Swanson. Knocked him out, knocked him down, knocked him out inside of a couple minutes in the first round. But yeah, guys, so I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. Does Miesha Tate headline that card? Does Islam Makhachev headline that card? Who knows? I'm trying to really look at the actual schedule, because the place that I looked it up on UFC schedule did not give me the right. Yeah, it looks like right over here. Islam Makhachev versus Thiago Moises looks like the headliner. Miesha Tate versus Marianne Renault looks like the co-main event. And I mean, this card has Phil Hawes versus Deron Wynn. A Buka card, Nurmagomedov versus Daniel Rodriguez. Billy Quarantillo versus Gabriel Benitez. Miles John versus Anderson Dos Santos. Francisco Figueiredo versus Malcolm Gordon. And yeah, I mean, if you're a hardcore fight fan, you're definitely going to watch this. But I mean, it is missing the pizzazz of Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. But it's very unfortunate that we're not going to see that fight. But yeah, guys, tell me what you guys think. Do you think Giga Chikadze should, be fighting Yair Rodriguez? Is this too high of a call-up for him? Is it appropriate for Yair to be ducking him? All right, should Yair Rodriguez even take this fight? Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll read them and I'll comment as much as I can. All right, until then, guys, I am Flavio Rihanna. Thank you for watching Flavio Rihanna's MMA show. Please hit that like and subscribe button, guys, and I will see you guys next time. All right, and as for this UFC fight night, Gane versus Volkov should be a good one. Starts at 4 o'clock. So then, guys, peace.